Hello ladies. So I wanted to jump on here just to kind of go over my 2-week wait symptoms with you guys. So for those of you that have had or will have transfers or just doing any type of fertility treatment in general, you'll have something to compare to see if it's anything similar or quite different from mine. So where I'm going to start is we did a 3-day transfer on March the 28th. And the day of transfer, we had the transfer done a little bit after 10 o'clock in the morning. And I just laid there for about 15 minutes after, got dressed, took it easy for the rest of the day. That night, I started my progesterone and oil injections. Then here, next day, 1 day past 3-day transfer, all the way to 4 days past 3-day transfer, all the same things. So I had very mild cramps, nothing very specific, just lower type of uterine cramps. My boobs were intensely sore by this time. Again, this is the day after my first progesterone injection, all the way moving forward. I felt bloated. Of course, I had a sore butt cheek from giving myself that IM injection. I felt really gassy. I know I didn't have very much constipation. And that's pretty much it from 1 day past transfer to 4 days past transfer. And 5 days past transfer, again, whether this is psychosomatic, because we all know that we do symptom spot a lot during our 2-week wait. I had my usual, which were the things that I just named. Those are all I pretty much just say are simply just side effects from the progesterone. But at 5 days past transfer, I had my usual symptom, the side effects from the progesterone. Then in the afternoon, about 4 or 5, I don't know, had this sudden wave kind of queasiness, I guess you call it, nausea. My stomach just really didn't feel right. I thought it was partly from hunger because I hadn't ate anything all day, but I think about 45 minutes before that sensation even came over me, I had ate an apple and I was fine. So I didn't know why I would be, getting like those horrible hunger pangs that were making me feel really sick. And I washed my apple and such really well. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. Also, I developed a slight headache. I had some sharp, hot stabbing pains is what I called them in my belly. And also I ended up taking a dose of Tylenol and some Zofran that day because I felt just that bad. I had marinated some chicken actually when I got home, and I was going to cook that afternoon. But once this wave or sensation hit me, I couldn't stand the smell of the chicken, and my husband ended up having to cook it for me. I ended up feeling better, and I did end up eating. Felt fine after that. And also, I noted that morning I woke up with like a sensation kind of like behind my nasal passages. I don't know how to describe it, but it would kind of like in your sinus area beyond like your nose or what have you. I had like a weird sensation or smell, and I said, I guess maybe the closest thing you could call it is what women say, that they have a metallic taste, I guess, or something in their mouth. I don't know. That was real odd. But then again, I did note that that could be, I don't know, something to do with dehydration, because I really hadn't been drinking as much water as I should have. But so the next day, 6 days past 3-day transfer, had the usual progesterone side effects. Also, I noted I had some sharp lightning bolt type twinges under the bottom of both breasts. I had hot pangs, as I called them, some slight heartburn. And other than that, nothing fancy going on that day. 7 days past transfer, I noted I had constipation, mild afternoon or early PM ant flow type symptoms where my uterus felt really kind of heavy, that dull, achy, heavy that I kind of feel like right before my period is going to come on. Also the usual progesterone side effects. And that's it for that day. And then 8 days past transfer, usual progesterone side effects. This day with the constipation, I was so uncomfortable. I had to end up taking something to help me have a bowel movement. I ended up having a bowel movement, but my belly still felt really distended, kind of heavy and odd. And let's see. Then 9 days past transfer, which is today, early AM hours, like 2, 3 a.m. It's the complete opposite. I felt like I had, well, I didn't feel like I had, but I did have a bout of like diarrhea. I only went like once, whether you guys care to know. It might be TMI for some, but I'm fine with sharing that. I said I still had the hot pangs in my vagina that I've been feeling. It's not really like all the time, just here and there. I'll feel like a twinge of something. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's just, I don't know if it's just the way the progesterone just makes you have like those, you know, just random cramps of sorts. I don't know if it's the medicine doing that or what have you. I still feel bloated. Still have a heavy belly feeling that doesn't not quite seem like the usual like ant flow symptoms, but it still feels heavy in my belly of sorts. I have been quite tearful today, just with usual, I guess, 2 week wait, anxiety, you know, just uncertainty about whether or not the cycle's gonna work and everything you guys know that just come with that. Also, I've had the sniffles all day, but then again, I attribute that to being tearful and emotional. And so let's hope that maybe that's just pregnancy hormones. So I have a couple more days until my beta, which is going to be on Saturday, actually. And that's going to be on the 8th of April. And so hopefully we'll see something promising that day. And, you know, I'll be able to share that with you guys. And so I have a couple more days before that comes around. So that's pretty much about it. I feel pretty much, I don't feel not like myself. You know how some women say that like they knew they were pregnant because they didn't quite feel right. I don't have that feeling. I feel fine like myself, but it's not 100%, I guess, my usual PMS type symptoms that I would normally get right before my period. And so I'm, 2 days out from being 14 DPO. So today I'm 12 DPO since I'm 9 days past my 3-day transfer. So, but other than that, I mean, I feel fine, other than, you know, I guess whatever I'm, you know, sensing or experiencing from the actual progesterone itself. So, you guys let me know how, you know, you've been feeling, and if you pretty much experienced the same things. I know the progesterone pretty much makes everybody have those pregnancy symptoms because that's just one of the hormones that it is. It's just what it does. But you guys can definitely let me know what your experience has been with it, and excuse me, anything else that you might want to know. Of course, I'd be happy to answer if you ask me any questions down below. So let's just keep our fingers crossed for beta day, that we have something good going on in there that I'll be able to share with you all. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.